Ladies and gentlemen, it is said that life is a journey, not a destination. Along this journey, many of us find ourselves clutching tightly to a promise, a plan, or a dream that we will begin one day we'll start that business. One day we'll mend that relationship. One day we'll get healthier, learn that skill, or take that leap of faith. And yet, in the elusive wait for this mythical one-day time continues its steady march forward, and our dreams often remain unrealized. The notion of one day is deceptively comforting. It provides a sense of hope and intention, but it also allows us to delay action. It seduces us into thinking that change will come, just not today. Unfortunately, this mindset can become a trap, holding us back from realizing our full potential. Today, I'd like to challenge this idea. I want to inspire you to stop waiting for one day and to embrace day one, instead the day when you take action and start building the life you envision. Why do we cling so tightly to the idea of one day? At its core, the answer often lies in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success can paralyze us. Starting something new requires stepping out of our comfort zones, and that can feel overwhelming. It's easier to tell ourselves that we'll begin when we're more prepared, when the circumstances are just right, or when we feel more confident. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. Life is messy and unpredictable, and waiting for perfect conditions often means waiting forever. Procrastination also plays a significant role in our attachment to one day. It's human nature to put off tasks that feel daunting or uncomfortable. We rationalize our delay with excuses like I'm too busy right now or I'll have more time later. However, the longer we postpone action, the harder it becomes to start. Procrastination feeds on itself, creating a cycle of inaction that can be difficult to break. But here's the good news: you have the power to shift your mindset. By replacing one day with day one, you can break free from the inertia that holds you back. Day one is a mindset of action, courage, and commitment. It's about acknowledging that the perfect time may never come, but you can make progress today, right now. It's about taking that first step, no matter how small, and trusting that each step will lead you closer to your goal. One of the most powerful things about starting your day one is the momentum it creates. When you take action, even if it's just a tiny step, you build confidence and energy. Success breeds success, and each small win motivates you to keep going. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, committing to a 10-minute walk today can be the spark that leads to bigger changes tomorrow. If you've been dreaming of writing a book, drafting a single paragraph today can set the wheels in motion. It's also important to remember that day one doesn't have to be perfect. Many people hold off on starting because they fear they won't do it right, but perfectionism is just another form of procrastination. The first draft of anything is rarely perfect, whether it's a business plan, a painting, or a fitness routine. The key is to start where you are with what you have. You can refine, improve, and adapt as you go, but none of that is possible if you never begin. Another key to embracing day one is shifting your perspective on failure. Many of us are so afraid of failing that we don't even try. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of the process. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of lessons learned from setbacks and mistakes. When you start your day one, you're giving yourself permission to learn and grow. Each stumble is an opportunity to gain wisdom and resilience. Over time, those experiences will shape you into someone capable of achieving far more than you ever imagined. Let's talk about the role of habits and consistency. Starting your day one is not just about taking one bold action, it's about committing to a process. Success is not a one-time event, it's the result of small, consistent actions taken over time. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes the power of tiny habits, noting that small changes can lead to remarkable results. By focusing on building positive habits, you can create lasting change in your life. For example, if you want to learn a new language, practicing for just 10 minutes a day can add up to significant progress over months and years. The key is to stay consistent and keep showing up, even on the days when motivation is low. Now, let's address a common objection: what if I don't know where to start? This is a legitimate concern, but it's not a reason to delay action. Often we get stuck because we're waiting for clarity or a perfect plan. But clarity often comes through action, not before it. The act of starting, even if it's messy or uncertain, can help you figure out what works and what doesn't. It's like driving at night with your headlights on. You can only see a few feet ahead, but as you move forward, the road becomes clearer. To overcome the fear of starting, it can be helpful to break your goal into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the entire journey, concentrate on the next step. For instance, if your dream is to run a marathon, your day one might be as simple as putting on your running shoes and jogging around the block. If you want to start a business, your day one could involve researching your market or brainstorming ideas. By narrowing your focus, you can reduce overwhelm and build momentum. Another strategy for embracing day one is to find accountability and support. Sharing your goals with someone you trust can create a sense of responsibility and encouragement. Whether it's a friend, family member, mentor, or coach, having someone to cheer you on and hold you accountable can make a world of difference. You might also consider joining a community or group of like-minded individuals who share similar goals. The power of collective motivation and shared experiences can be incredibly inspiring. It's worth noting that starting your day one doesn't mean abandoning everything else in your life. You don't have to quit your job, move to a new city, or make drastic changes overnight. Day one is about taking a step in the direction of your dreams while balancing your current responsibilities. It's about finding pockets of time and energy to invest in yourself and your future. Over time, those small investments can compound into extraordinary results. As you embark on your day one, it's important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and self-compassion. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Remember that growth is not a linear process. There will be ups and downs along the way. What matters is that you keep showing up and taking steps forward. I'd like to share a powerful story to illustrate the importance of starting now. There was once a man who dreamed of planting a beautiful garden. Year after year, he told himself he would start one day. He waited for the perfect weather, the ideal tools, and the right moment. Meanwhile, his neighbor, who had no gardening experience, decided to start planting seeds one day at a time. The neighbor's garden wasn't perfect at first. Some plants didn't grow, and others needed extra care. But over time, through consistent effort, the garden blossomed into a vibrant and thriving space. The man who had waited for one day looked on with regret, realizing that the perfect moment had never come, and he had missed his chance to create something beautiful. The moral of the story is clear: the best time to start is now. You don't need perfect conditions or complete certainty to begin. All you need is the willingness to take that first step and the courage to keep going. By shifting your focus from one day to day one, you can transform your dreams into reality and create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. In conclusion, I challenge each of you to reflect on the dreams, goals, or changes you've been postponing for one day. What would happen if you decided that today is your day one? What small step would you take right now to move closer to your vision? Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Don't let the promise of one day hold you back any longer. Start your day one today, and watch as the ripple effect of your actions transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. Thank you. Awesome.